It's brought me to bring back another one. Yo, we got Joe Budden reacting to J. Cole's 7-minute drill diss. Let's basically get straight into it.
Nigga, I'll bring your bitch over here. He stole the fucking bitch. He stole it. I don't want to hear none of this. That's a fact.
Yeah, you right.
I remember. What are they doing, Ice? No, this is not okay. Cole verse.
Hell no.
Cole a killer.
Talk about it.
This is too late. The tone, right?
What you?
Speaking of words. Plenty of times I laid or wrote what I thought was an amazing verse and went in the booth and laid it. And it was still an amazing verse. And Royce would say through the little thing with you, yo, your voice. Just do it again. Watch the tone. And I would do it and act like I was alive in the booth and it would sound like a whole different verse. That's my issue with this fucking narcoleptic sounding shit.
You know what? As crazy as that sounds, it's actually true in a sense. In terms of vocal tonality and like aggression and like basically like basically vocal projection. Like that's basically all like what it comes down to. It's not even about the lyrics. It's not even about the bars. It's just about literally the energy, the life force that you're basically speaking with. Like if you coming in the booth, like it's not gonna be like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like it's not gonna be like the energy isn't there. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Kendrick, he was like, he called him a bum. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he literally gave his all, his energy, his vocal projection. He was hungry. Like you heard it in his voice. You heard his soul. You heard the hunger. And I was kind of expecting when I first reacted to Kendrick Lamar like that freestyle or diss or whatever, I basically was like, man, Cole, this is basically going to bring a whole other side out of Cole because we're never going to hear Cole be this aggressive on the song. That's what I was thinking that was going to happen with the response. Next thing you know, J. Cole responded and like he responded like nice bar wise, but the energy wasn't there like that like, you know what I'm saying? When you hear something and you hear like this, just the disrespect and the disdain, like you kind of want to hear that from a top MC. Like, you know what I'm saying? Joe Budden kind of raps like that. Like when I heard his Drake diss, like you can hear his vocal projection is insane. You know what I'm saying? Pusha T did it in a very suave way, you know what I'm saying? But Kendrick Lamar had the vocal projection that we basically wanted to hear. That's why that song to me did so good. Because if you're reading the lyrics of the Kendrick Lamar diss, it doesn't sound like how he projected it. You know what I'm saying? Something like Ish. I think Ish said that in a previous pod to where he was talking about or reacting to the diss. He said his first reaction was when he read it, he didn't think that it was all that until he heard it and then it clicked with him. That's how music, well, great music, when it comes to dissing and MCing and rap, is really supposed to be. It's supposed to be a lot of great vocal projections that's within it. And sometimes it's going to have to take a second or third take with your same verse, because the verse is not usually what's wrong, is usually how you're saying it and the energy. And like you have to believe wholeheartedly in what you're saying. So much to where the hearer or the person that's listening to it can really feel it in their soul. And to me, that's kind of what Joe Budden is really getting at. And I feel like people can misconstrue it, but you guys got to understand, Joe Budden is someone who was behind the scenes in terms of actually being a rapper and in front of the scenes in terms of being a podcaster. So he can basically give you the insights. It's basically like when you hear a basketball player talking about basketball compared to someone who's never played basketball talk about basketball. So that's what you guys got to understand. It's going to be a lot more insight and a lot more passion, because he's been in those shoes before. He wrote a diss track before, like, you know what I'm saying? He wrote multiple. So you guys got to understand his passion for this is extremely high. And then he understands it in a scientific booth level. Like, you know what I'm saying? I even understand it in terms of rapping and vocal projection, because that's what I do as well. I make music. So when it comes to vocal projection, I totally understand that. I feel like you need to be hungry when you're on the mic, honestly. And if you're not hungry, then like, what am I really listening to you for? You know what I'm saying? Biggie Smalls, to me, every time he recorded, it was like he was hungry. Like he wanted to be the best MC, you know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, I love Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes with certain artists like that's what we want out of them when they don't really have that, you know what I'm saying? J. Cole came in very peaceful with the bars, you know what I'm saying the bars here and there, but the hunger wasn't there. If he rapped the whole thing over again with that hunger Joe Budden is talking about, then Joe Budden reaction will be a little different. But honestly, I think Joe Budden is actually right on this one, so I'm gonna give him the nod on this one right here. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question.
That is my issue. This sound like if I was actively looking to cop.
Sound like Ish.
No, yeah. It sound like that's your pod voice.
You know what? It do sound like Ish. Yo, when they break it down like that and say like it sound like Ish, you know what, bro? Like when Ish be like exactly what Joe said when I cut it off, like with the cool voice, the cool pod voice, and Ish isn't, Ish when Ish is talking to Dr. Umar, when he's talking to certain people, like he really, you know what I'm saying? You could see that passion like that hunger, the vocal projection. That's a great analogy to put it on because we all know him as a podcaster. We all know Ish, right? We know how he speaks. So we know when Ish get in that mode, he in that mode, he vocal projecting that mode. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between the Kendrick Lamar and the J. Cole disc, is that between the nice Ish and the real Ish. You know what I'm saying? Like the one that's like, he don't give a Ish.
Yeah.
This sound like if I was actively trying to cop fentanyl, this is what I would put on.
Yo, Joe Budden is funny as hell, dog. Like, the thing is, like, he be funny and he don't be trying because he's so serious, but it's so funny. No, that's crazy to say. Like this the voice you would use when you try. Yo, let's run that back. I need to hear that again.
This sound like if I was actively trying to cop fentanyl, this is what I would put on.
Let me ask you a question. What if we heard Cole
in the living room in the
bad
dark
verses, bad features?
in the
I'm
dark?
talking about when he go aggressive, scream, like what he talking about?
Well, not screaming. I don't want to hear him
screaming. But I'm
screaming.
just saying.
I want to hear him
There's a range of tonality that doesn't have to be
Yes.
yelling.
Yes.
It could just be stern.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
it's like your father talking to you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And you picking beats where, like that
man,
7 minute.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I like the. I
Like
like
a beat?
the 7 minute drill beat.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like the second half. I like
Yeah, the second half is cool. That first half is.
The first
What are you
half
doing,
is
bro?
giving me Lotto. The first half.
See, people are saying Lotto. For me, it gives me Drake. Like, I know everybody seeing something, hearing something different. To me, when he like controversy, like, you know what I'm saying? When he slaps on the beat, I can't remember what Drake song it is, but it reminds me of when Drake do that flow. I call it the Drake flow. Look at my what's it called? The 7 minute drill. Look at my reaction to it, and look how I broke down what the Drake flow is. I did that video very recently. I think it was my last video. I did that, like, you know what I'm saying? You guys gotta understand, like, Drake has a flow that is a scientific flow to where it's a beat timing with certain type of words, and then he extends the word, like controversy, and then when the beat slap on controversy, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a certain type of tonality. I've been studying that Drake flow thing. You know what I'm saying? So he want to say Lotto. I didn't hear Lotto. Lotto tries to be too much like 21 Savage, so it didn't sound like 21 Savage to me. But I guess you can hear 21 Savage because 21 Savage and Drake, made an album together. So maybe he's saying Lotto, but he might be right on the Lotto part. But for me, what I heard and what I saw was more of like a Drake flow. With that whole beginning first half, and I feel like the second half he went into J. Cole flow, and I feel like that's the perfect way to break it down. The 7 minute drill.
To your earlier point, sounds like he was having a lot of fun on that tour with Drake.
True. Mm-hmm.
That first half sound like it would be a hit if he sounded alive and then Drake came on right after.
Look at that, Leo! Shout out Joe Budden. I didn't watch this snippet, so I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was saying. I didn't know what he was saying in this whole type video. So I'm like low-key ecstatic that he sees what I'm seeing. Like, that's exactly what I said in my last video with the 7 minute drill reaction. I said it's basically like a Drake song, and it's like Drake is in the song, but he's not on it. It's so crazy. It's like a Drake feature, and it's not on it, but people are gravitated to that first beat. Even though they don't like it, they're gravitated to what he's saying to it because the Drake flow is like, they're programmed to react to it. It's memorable. It's something that's gonna stay stuck in your brain because it's something that you're familiar with. And then it sounded like Drake was supposed to be on it. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, Joe Budden, we see eye to eye when it comes to that. Yo, that's for real. It's crazy he said that. Like, you guys don't even know. Like, I literally made a whole reaction to it, and I was breaking down the Drake flow science and how J. Cole was rapping the Drake flow science. And I was trying to show the viewers that, like, there's an actual specific thing that Drake does with his vocal connotation and his vocal projection especially when the beat slaps, like certain type of beat slap timings, like his timing, it's a timing thing. And I know that timing, you know what I'm saying? I'm just
into you. It's the into you. Oh, and now energy flip from fucking what's his name?
Conductor.
Now an energy flip from Conductor. What is that first beat a flip of? It's giving me Murder Was the Case.
Maybe. I don't know. You have to play it. You have to play it.
Well, yeah, we play it. What the fuck am I talking for?
We got it.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk at all.
I mean,
Yep.
Shouldn't even come out sleepy.
It was Lotto.
Huh? That was definitely Lotto. It's that 100% Lotto. Flow, all that shit. I'm not going to say he stole Lotto's flow, but he's playing.
Big mama.
This beat is hard if...
Light work, like it's PWC.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
It'll start like that. 2 last days ago.
Light work.
2 last days ago. No.
What are you talking
See,
about?
I got Drake out of that. That whole beginning of that.
Yo, Ish, yo, you my dog. Yo, if Ish ever see this, which I'm pretty sure he won't, but yo, Ish, you my dog. Like, yo, Ish, like people might be saying, oh, Ish don't know music and all this stuff. Like, Ish, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the fact that he picked up on it, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I keep saying Lotto, bro. Lotto, I don't hear Lotto on that, other than maybe the beat speed or whatever, but like there's no Lotto in that song, right? Light work, this is PWC, like that's Drake all the way. And I study Drake flow. Like you guys gotta understand, I study Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick, Kanye West. I study Biggie Smalls. I study these guys' flow, Jay-Z. I study their beat timing, their beat slaps, the certain words that they use for the beat slaps and the timings. Like so much to where I broke it down to a legitimate science. Like I swear, I'm like, I really be in the lab. I wish I could show you guys how much I've actually studied these actual flows for over 6 to 7 to 10 years. I've literally been studying their flows, not just listening to their music, but literally studying the timing, their like the words they would use, the speed, the tempo, the flow, the flowetry of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all, like, Ish, you got it on the nugget. Let's see what Ish got.
You don't want that.
It's Drake.
It's Drake too. But light work, like you PWC, this is light work. Hey, shout out to Tay-Rock. I don't want to hear none of that shit from you rappers no more. Only Tay-Rock.
Talk about it.
I don't want to hear none of you rappers come on. It's like something real.
And even
No. Oh my God. I'm gonna try not to stop this.
No, go ahead.
Every time.
we want to get chill.
Light work.
Come on.
J. Cole don't go outside.
Come on.
He do.
J. Cole is sitting somewhere in the fucking grass with Ari Lennox trying to make her feel better. You know she's sad.
Barefoot.
She in the grass.
Barefoot on the sheet.
Getting electrons.
On the sheet.
It's crazy he threw Ari Lennox under the bus again. Ari Lennox not gonna like that. We already know how Ari Lennox feel about Joe Budden. But no, Joe Budden, you're right. Like in all sense of reality, he's 100% right. This is the problem I have with rap today. There is no hunger. There is no drive. There is no oomph. That like when you heard the 90s golden rap age, you heard a oomph in them. You know what I'm saying? Even the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? DMX and stuff like that. You heard these oomphs in their bars, in their raps, and like how they wanted it. Like these people these days, they don't want it. They just stuck in these flow, like kind of the same flows. Like they just do the same flows. That's why I knew the Drake flow off the bat, because I'm like, that's a flow. Like that's a flow that Drake does, and that's a style that Drake does. It's a stylistic thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's popular. It sounds dope in a sense because it's Drake, you know what I'm saying? And we've been programmed to like that beat flow style, and he's created his name off it. It's unique. But I never heard J. Cole do the Drake flow. That was very new for me. So I was like, wow.
Get from the soil.
Stupid nigga, get your ass up.
Electrons from the soil.
Yeah.
With that little shit they play.
Hey, pardon me. So I'm getting a lot of text right now.
Come on, Cole.
Cold world, keep the heat under your seat. I got him.
Also, what's ironic about light work? Actually, a lot of these bars that he said, this is light work.
I think that's the point.
It's not the point. When I pull up to park to come to the pod, and the niggas that work in the building, I can hear this playing off the phone, so I get out and say, yeah. You know, hip-hop is language. What you think? Light pack. The nigga down. Y'all know. If he's saying light pack, and Amani said light pack, there's a few other nniggas I've heard just playing it at the gas station. It's been on.
This is light.
Everybody says.
I think this is intentionally light, though.
No, it's not the time for intentional.
It's not the
light.
time.
Y'all can't.
It's not the time to be intentionally light. We get it. Like, that is the one problem I do have with that 7-minute drill. Other than the fact that I just love the concept of the album, I love the project, I love it all. If it wasn't a rap beef there, if there was no rap beef, this would be a great project and a great song. But since there is a rap beef and someone just kind of called you out and Drake out, mostly Drake, but you're a part of it a little bit because you're a part of that big three. So, you know what I'm saying? You have to respond. And the way you respond is not hungry or taking it serious enough to where you're not going to make it a drill or some morning drill to where you're going to just like play around with a diss. Like, that's not hip hop. You don't play around with a diss. You sit there and you work on that diss until you get that diss right. And that's the problem I have with J. Cole. J. Cole, you way too passive aggressive. You're a great, nice, great soul and one of the best MCs. And I study your flow. I study your craft. I study your vocabulary. I put your words on the wall, just like how you put Nas' words on the wall. I know you. You know what I'm saying? And the problem I have with this song specifically, only one issue, is the fact that you did not take it serious enough, that you just felt like that was your homie. I wanted you to really go at this dude because I've been trying to defend you when I was in high school and stuff like that. When Born Sinner and all of this stuff was out, I was trying to say that you were the best, that you were better than Kendrick, that you were better than Drake. And at that time, people were going crazy at me. I was the only one sitting there defending you in them lunch tables and all that stuff like that. I was arguing down. And then this one moment where it's like, all right, boom, I get to finally destroy everybody who was talking about me, basically. And in those lunch tables, basically I get to destroy them with this J. Cole diss. And then J. Cole comes in like light work. Like, this is nothing. Like, I'm not even gonna take it seriously. Like, no, J. Cole, no. You are someone who look up to Nas and Jay-Z. How can you not be hungry enough to make something that's just gonna end, like, just end the person, and to not end the person, but obviously create an impact to where we're going to remember this diss for centuries. Like how we go back to the Ether and take over diss, and sometimes the Hit 'em Up diss and No Vaseline and stuff like that. We go back to those diss songs because those diss songs were monumental at the time. Please, that if you ever do this again, please, you better take it serious. And if you don't take it seriously, I can't put you as number one, because my number one best MC should take diss songs or anybody talking out of their face about them seriously, so serious to where they destroy them so bad that nobody else wants to do it. And that's the type of person I am. I'm competitive. When you play basketball, I'm not gonna let somebody just score on me, or like, oh, he light work, oh, he's smaller than me, I'm gonna let him get a couple buckets. No, I'm like Kobe Bryant mentality. If you think that you're gonna come on the court with me, then I'm not friends with you. I don't care if you're shorter than me, bigger than me, taller than me. I'm going to attack you in your chest every single time. My shoulder will hit your chest every single time, and you will feel my impact. All 6'5" of me, man. All right. And I will go straight up in the backboard and slap that backboard and put that ball in the hoop, and you will not guard me. That's the energy that I put straight into rap. And it's the same energy. You should not be out here lackadaisical like a passive-aggressive LeBron James when I need you to be Kobe Bryant mentality, Michael Jordan mentality. In the fourth quarter, I need you to go hungry, and I need you to be nasty, and I need you to put your soul in it, because if your soul ain't in it, then you ain't in it. Come on, man.
Tell nobody how to.
They had a number one.
I said it before he did this.
Come on, Freeze.
I said it's not time.
Freeze.
Hey, nigga, look at me.
Look at him,
I
Freeze.
said it's not friendly time.
At all.
Cool, you are a different type of killer, yo.
Freeze, stop, nigga.
No, none of
I'm
these niggas are
telling you.
killers. And that's the problem.
No, you're right.
That's a fact. None of these dudes are killers, and that's a fact. Yo, Joe Budden, thank you for this, because rap needs to hear this. The rappers need to hear this, and I don't care what because they love to bring up people's career and all of this other stuff, because y'all can't talk about that man lyrically. Y'all want to bring up careers and stuff like that. That man is speaking truth, bro. Rap is so soft. It's so soft. Like, it's buttercup, honey bun soft. And I hate it. It's never been like that. It's never been so soft. It's never been cowards. Where's all these cowards coming from, and these passive aggressive rappers? Bro, if somebody call out my name on the track, I'm going crazy on you for 5 minutes straight. You getting bars after bars after bars. And my bars is up there, and it will slap you in the face lyrically. My audio, lyrical, visual. You guys gotta understand, these rappers are not hungry. They don't want it. I don't even think they even have the skill or understand where hip hop originally started. And somehow these people are in the league. How you in the league and you don't know about MJ? How you in the league and you don't know about Barkley? How you in the league and you don't know about Ewing? How you in the league and you don't know about Hakeem? How you in the league and you don't know about Dr. Dre? That's what I'm talking about. Or Dr. J. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't realize that rap is about hunger. It's about wanting it. It's about being the best. And every time you step up on the mic, you have to be like Kobe Bryant. You have to be the best. And if you're sitting there telling me it's a light word, it's a PWC, it's a whole word, it's a P on your knees, like, no, man, I don't need that energy. That is Drake. That is all Drake. Why? Drake made him soft. I swear to God, if he never did that tour with Drake, he would never reply like that. I know Drake rubbed off on him, and Drake must have this aura to where he make everybody around him soft. Look at what he did to 21 Savage. He's soft as hell. Look at what he did to Lil Yachty. Oh my God, Lil Yachty been soft, but he made him extra soft. Look at what he's doing to J. Cole. I don't like what Drake is doing to hip hop. He's making hip hop soft, and we don't need that soft stuff. We don't need IG captions. We don't need pictures with your lip poked out like a duck. We don't need you black facing and wearing Jim Crow sweaters. We don't need you culture appropriating different cultures just so you can stay relevant. We don't need that in rap. We need hunger. We need everything that Joe Budden is saying, but y'all not gonna like it because it's the truth, and the truth don't sound cute.
Right. You, Mike Tyson, they
Mayweather. They did not kill us.
They Mayweather.
I'm looking at it, waiting for killers.
They Mayweather.
Mayweather. They gonna box you.
I'm a tactic to beat you up and make you
Hey,
look
listen,
stupid.
it's okay to beat Tim Duncan, but Tim Duncan was a killer. He was a nice killer.
No,
beat Tim Duncan.
He wasn't no killer.
Beat Tim Duncan.
He wasn't a
Yes,
killer.
he was.
He wasn't a killer.
Tell him why wasn't he?
Tim Duncan was a tactician. He
Yes.
wasn't a killer. Kobe Bean Bryant is a murderer.
Thank you, Ish. Oh my God, this is why Joe Budden got him as his friend, because like, yo, Joe Budden got he got the best people around him in terms of like, if he was rapping and these are the people that he had around him, like, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, I'm talking about Mike Tyson. Everything Ish is saying is like facts. It's literally facts. And I wasn't thinking Ish was going to even go crazy on these topics because, like, I don't be looking for Ish to go crazy on the music topics or rap topics. But he literally got it on the money. Like, he got it so much on the money that I got to salute him like 10,000 times because he's saying exactly what I'm trying to say to you guys and what you heard me react with, right? You hear my passion, right? I'm passionate because, yo, I really care about this, and I'm really trying to say rap in terms of like the sound of it and like the hunger of it. There's no more hunger, y'all, and it really bothers me. Like, I can't listen to these music nowadays, and it just sound like they just went into the studio, made it in 3 minutes, and just left and thought that this was gonna be a hit. And they just rapping about drugs, money, and sex all goddamn day. And there's no actual true context, and their vocal connotation is just the same. Vocal projection is the same as the last song. It's the same songs regurgitated, same beats regurgitated. There's no creativity. Like, literally, he got it on the money with Kobe Bryant. Then I just break it down to y'all about Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan mentality. Then I just tell y'all about Dr. J. Then I tell y'all about Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm talking about the hungriest of the hungriest. I'm not talking about no goddamn Tim Duncan. All right, Tim Duncan was great. Don't get it twisted. He was raw. Great fundamentals. But I'm talking about when you step on the court, I am terrified. Or I'm not talking about a player with a great team around him and 5 great players and a whole bunch of Hall of Famers. I'm talking about when you got Kobe Bryant and give me Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum, give me everybody else you need, me Lamar Odom and everything. I'm going to go out there and give me a championship. I'm going to go out there and give me a championship with Shaq. I'm going to go out there and give me a championship no matter what. You're not going to stop me even if I'm on Team USA. I'm going to get the ball and I'm going to shoot it and I'm going to score it because I'm hungry. And I'm built for this. I'm not just going to shoot it because I'm ignorant or I'm arrogant. I'm shooting it because I worked on this. I grinded on this. I woke up early twice a day, grinding on this, 3 times a day, grinding on it, 5 times a day, grinding on it, using my whole 24 hours different than everybody else. That is the Kobe Bryant mentality. You can't tell me you did a 7-minute drill rap scheme and you didn't have enough energy and fervor to make it the most craziest, angriest, savages rap scream. I'm not talking about like just dissing people's family and stuff like that. I'm talking about legitimately the hunger, the vocal projection of your rap. It is not there, J. Cole. It is not. And that's my one problem with you. You got to understand, I love everything else you do. But my one issue is that the lack of Kobe Bryant gene in the vocal connotation at this specific moment with this response to Kendrick. It's absolutely disgusting. But in terms of an art. If you take away the whole rap beef, I love the song.
And Tim Duncan got him out of here a bunch of times.
Yeah, that's the point I'm
That's some
making.
cold-blooded shit.
That's the point I'm making.
It doesn't.
Fuck Tim Duncan right now.
It's cold as Tim Duncan in his rap shit to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's go, Paul.
And he went out and killed some shit sometimes when he had to. He did.
He gets
They didn't get 4 kicks by being nice.
No, he went out
He
and
gets
won.
25
and 15. He's not gonna get 45. Killers get 50. Tim Duncan is never gonna get 50. Ever.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm with them on this. I understand your analogy now that you've explained it. I think when you look at career in totality, that's where Cole will shine. Because at the end of the day, when he hangs it up, it's up there.
It's gonna speak for itself. I don't wanna
But
go down as the
when
greatest.
you listen to Kevin Garnett and these dudes tell you stories about when they trash talk Tim Duncan, there was no killer response. He just went out there and played his game.
Yep.
And I think that's what Cole is doing. Cole has showed on this project, for me, that he's still the best rapper. But I think that what this beef is showing me is that the best rapper today don't necessarily need to have this beef bag in their toolbox. I don't think that any of them know how to do it correctly. I think if you hit Drake too hard, he's going to cry, like he's always done.
Yo, y'all hearing my live reaction. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I'll be trying to tell y'all, like, when I watch Joe Budden, I legitimately be laughing. I don't know if anybody else be laughing. But some stuff he be saying, bro, it's literally funny as hell, right? But he basically is saying, Drake, you gonna sit there and cry about it if somebody hit you too hard. Basically, like what Pusha T did, what Murder Mook did, what Pusha T did, what Kendrick Lamar did, what Joe Budden did. You ain't won a battle. This whole time, you ain't won a battle, all right? Murder Mook called you out, you ain't won a battle. Pusha T called you out, you ain't won a battle. Joe Budden called you out, you ain't won a battle. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar screwed you up, and you ain't won a battle. That's my problem with Drake. That's my one problem, one of many problems. I have a lot of problems with Drake. Recently, it has grown expeditiously, all right? Your lack of basically being a man is scaring me. I didn't know you lack manness, if that makes sense. You're not a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you everybody know what a man is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like, oh, someone just out there cutting down trees and stuff. I'm talking about like a legitimate man. You know what I'm saying? And Drake lacks that, all right? 100%. And it's crazy to me. Like, growing up, I never thought about that. I never seen it like that. But as me being as a grown man now I'm like, wow, he lacks everything that I thought. Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Who wants to look up to that? Like, who wants to be like, oh, I want to be like that man? Like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? And even the fact that your fans or people who know you is like, yo, you like, people just know you're soft, and that's my problem. Like, you're that soft. There's nothing wrong with showing emotion and stuff like that, but the way you do it is just so sissified. It's so girly. It's so feminine, and that's what we don't need in rap. We don't need femininity from males. We already got that from the female rap. Look at female rappers is looking way more harder and way more aggressive than the male artists, because Drake is the leader of them. Imagine the leader being soft, and that's gonna make the whole league soft. You get him out of there, and you replace it with somebody hungry. Then now everybody else gonna want to be hungry because the leader is hungry. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Because they call Drake the leader because of his statistical stats and stuff like that. But you got to check the stats. You know what I'm saying? He used niggas for platinum plaques. Like, he used people to get on top. Like, 5 or 6 songs from Take Care is all written from The Weeknd. It's supposed to be on House of Balloons. Most of it is The Weeknd. He wouldn't want a Grammy without The Weeknd. So keep that in mind when you guys think about Drake. He's not an MC, and I never consider him an MC. That's why I always put Cole above him, because Cole is an actual MC, and he got this all. That's one thing that he is true that he said in the song. I got here off bars, not no controversy. He did get here off of bars, and that's why I respect J. Cole, because he rapped his way to this position. Drake has done a bunch of tactical loopholes, Hollywood things to be in this position. You know what I'm saying? I respect art and people who work on their craft more than I respect someone who just takes the easy way to getting success.
Cole, I don't think is just prepared for these lights to be this bright.
They're not
These
battle
lights
tested.
are too.
I'm not
bright.
I'm not rolling with
These lights are too bright.
Just yet.
They're not battle tested.
I agree. I know. I'm
Yeah,
with you. You know why?
Kendrick.
Look, you know why?
because this is my opinion. Back in that day, it was mixtape time. It was killers on mixtapes. It was killers on mixtapes. Mixtapes used to have
SoundCloud.
Yeah, you had to hone your skills. When the Clue tape came out, you heard blah blah blah. It's 70 killers on that tape.
It's you got to remember back in the days, them niggas was on the radio live dissing you, nigga. So the likely of it was a likely chance that the niggas that you dissing is coming up to the station. And again, it was like that. We got to prove that we're the best out here.
And you know what? With the mixtapes, hip hop was a much more regional thing.
It was sport. Yeah,
that's facts. Now it's so global that not only can I diss you and never have to see you, but the disses just take on.
I'm still make
I don't
$100 million.
have a real problem with you. So
I don't want to hear that.
Dog, I'm telling you, listen, just listen for a second.
Oh,
I know you can't relate to it. I know, I get it. But
let's do me and you. I don't want to talk about that. All right, let's do me and you.
Okay.
We don't have a problem with each other.
You and Drake.
Right?
You and Drake.
No, I want to keep it off these big three niggas. Okay. I never want to hear the big three again. But me and you have an issue. I mean, don't.
I know what Joe's about to say with this. That's why I'm pausing it right here. Because it's funny. I had to get my laugh off because it's funny. But basically, I don't have to be having some type of super duper crazy issue with you to just show you that I'm the best rapper and I will out rap you. Most of the time I write these songs, I'm not even mad at nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show that I can lyrically put my emotions on the pad and this is how I feel in the inside, for real, for real. I'm not going to hide it. And then when I rap it, you're going to feel my whole entire soul in that bar, in that every single thing I say is going to be immaculate vocal projection wise. You can never knock me on that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem I have with rap today, and that's what I feel like Joe Budden's about to say with Ice. He's using it as an analogy. Look how he breaks it down.
Don't really have an issue, but you jump out on that porch and go. What position does that leave me in?
You're gonna jump out and go.
So that's why I'm confused with what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, neither one of them really want to jump out and go.
No, that's not Kendrick did.
Where I'm punching you in the face.
Kendrick does.
Kendrick did not.
Kendrick, I'm telling you, Kendrick wants to do that.
Did not.
That's my thing. The fact that Ice doesn't see that, it bothers me. It bothers me as someone whose brother is Arsenal, which is the most disrespectful battle rapper of all time, and one of the greatest battle rappers of all time. Joe Budden understands what I'm trying to say. Kendrick Lamar did exactly what we're talking about in terms of I sent the jab. It was in a verse. One verse did this to you guys. Imagine a whole song with me and this energy. And now I'm not controlled by no record labels. I am hungry. I've been like this, but they've been suppressing my emotions for mad. I know Kendrick Lamar been like that, but they've been suppressing him for mad long because of them record labels, right? He just had to keep making albums and make albums and stuff like that and do all of these Hollywood stuff for these record labels. But now that I believe he's off of it and he's a lot more independent than he ever used to be, right? He has control of his creativity. Now he's like, no, screw that man. That man is not like that. He's never been like that. You're a bum. You're a bum. So that whole song where it's like that, even Future saying people from the bottom is really like that, but you're not really like that. And we know you're not like that, Drake. And that's my whole thing with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar came in exactly. That's why I gave him so many notches and I'm respecting him like 50, 10, 100-fold because of the energy he put in it. Y'all just so stuck on trying to bring up other stuff. Y'all never addressing the actual song. You know what I'm saying? That was a jab. That was a I hate you. He called them people bums, all right? He called them a bum, all right? You are nothing without 40 water. You are nothing without 40. You are nothing without the water that he provides, everything that he does for your music. You know what I'm saying? You are nothing behind that that preset that 40 got for your vocals.
Punch nobody in the face, bro. This is what I told. He did not punch nobody in the face.
See,
he threw a jab too.
I think they said
so. They are. I agree with it being a setup. Everybody's waiting for somebody to throw a punch.
But one person clearly wants this interaction.
Then take it.
Stay on your ice. Stay on your.
That's so wrong, Ice, bro. This is literally the worst take. He literally did that. Like that was a jab. That was me saying, "Yo, I want smoke with both of you." It's not even funny. Like, I don't know how you don't see that. Like, that bothers me a lot. But I understand that people's podcasts, and I'm going to let them podcast. I'm not going to be too aggressive on them. You know, shout out the whole podcast. Shout out everybody on the pod, too. You know what I'm saying? But, Ice, I'm disappointed in how you're perceiving this because I think you're taking it too much of a... I understand why you're doing it, but I think you're taking it... I think you're being too passive on it. You're not taking it as serious enough. You know what I'm saying? You're not understanding how serious. I feel like you just don't probably like that song that much. But I'm not really sure how you feel about it. But I honestly feel like that was a legit call out. That was my jab. Like if I'm a rapper and I'm like, this is what the way Kendrick rapped on that. This is my way of saying, screw the big whatever, screw the us being together. It's big me. There is no big three. It's literally big me. Like, and that's the bar that people are stuck on the most, but there's so many other great bars within that song. You know what I'm saying? Even with the K, all these nines, he gonna see Pet Sematary. Like he literally is saying he's going to kill the dog that they love. He's gonna bury him. How is that not? How does Ice not see that? He literally said, you gonna see a K with all these nines, you gonna see Pet Sematary, you a bum. Like he called him a bum multiple times, man. I've never heard someone legitimately call someone out like that on a featured verse, not even a song. So come on, stop with that, Ice. Stop.
Ice did not.
Wait, so Kendrick didn't win round one?
Joe. Yeah, he did. Stay on you on Ice.
Smoke
if you on Ice got in a fight,
a punch.
let's say you and Ice got in a real fist fight. You're not gonna be swinging your hard shit at Ice.
But I'm gonna hit my.
You're not gonna really be swinging. You gonna box him enough to know, yo, stop playing me. I can beat you. Right? You're not gonna be trying to hit him. No, I'm just saying.
Let's stay on your analogy. I like
wait. Right? You're not going until Ice. Wait.
Ice hit me.
Let me finish.
Yes.
Ice hit me.
Listen to me. Right? If you think you could beat Ice hit you. I'm gonna tighten you up to show you stop playing with me. Until Ice really throws some hard shit that you slip like, whoa, this nigga really trying to hit me, then you'll pull your arsenal out. Boop, bop, bop. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna really try to beat your man up. That's what I think.
Sometimes
that's
your
what
man.
That's what I think.
Hold on,
They're not trying to kill each other.
Sometimes your man.
We talking about.
Wait, this is not my opinion. I think this is what he's trying to say.
Sometimes your man need an ass whooping.
Yeah,
sometimes the mere fact that you thought you could swing at me, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Not gonna beat him up.
I'm not gonna stomp you, but I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna hold you on the ground. I'm gonna talk to you. How dare you even play with me?
I'm with Flip. I don't know what these niggas are talking
But
about.
you're beat him up.
So you trying to knock your man out? You trying to knock your man the fuck out?
I'm gonna show you.
Yes or no?
If he get knocked out, he get knocked out. If he dies, he dies. It's my man.
Yo, Flip, you funny as hell, man. Oh my god, that's true. That's so true. This is literally what I'm talking about. This is the Kobe Bryant mentality. I don't like. You guys gotta understand. Some people are just built different. Maybe me, Joe Budden, Flip, and it's a little bit. Maybe we just built different a little bit. Like if someone hit me with a jab, I am losing my mind on you. Okay, like you guys gotta understand. I'm going to show you a lesson. That's the point of what the rap is, and I'm talking about rap metaphorically, which is analogies. I'm going to show you a lesson that you will never, ever, ever be better than me, ever. You won't. Even if you keep trying to get better, I'm working so hard to get better that me continuously growing, you will never outgrow me because I'm working hard and I'm talent working hard. Not hard work beats talent. No, I'm talent working hard. So that means I beat the hard work that is trying to beat the talent. All right. Do you see what I'm saying? And if you take one jab at me in terms of a bar, a lyric, or anything, I am going 5 minutes, all bars, no honey, no hooks. There's no hooks involved. Why am I hooking you up? No, all bars, all lyrics, straight hunger.
Man, I'm not gonna stomp him, but that's
all right. Before we go any further, tell me what y'all did when you were slapboxing your man and he hit you too hard.
Exactly.
I hit him hard enough to say, yo, stop playing with me.
Punched him, nigga.
And do you think that has happened in this battle at all?
No.
Not yet.
All right, then.
No, not yet. I don't think nobody's got hit hard enough to say, oh, I gotta really hit you. That's
like that was a strong enough diss to where now I gotta hit you. I don't know what Ice is talking about, but that's why Ice is not a rapper. Because, like, you're telling me that if someone, first of all, Arsenal is a perfect example. His brother, Ice's brother. If someone hits Arsenal with the bars that Kendrick rap, Arsenal is losing his mind on the beat. I don't care what nobody say. You know why Arsenal will do that, Ice? And everybody else who's watching? Because Arsenal has that thing. It's the Kobe mentality. It's I'm a dog. I was raised with pit bulls and lions, and I go to war. All right, this is the difference between when you get pushed around and you push the bully back. This is the difference between you get your bag up and someone try to punk you and you just go all out war. And I don't care if I get a 1 hit, 2 hits. I'm gonna get every single hit I can. I don't care if I lose the fight. That's what I'm talking about. I will try my best to destroy you. And I'm trying to say this as PC as possible. That's why I'm trying to find the right words, because, you know, I can easily just curse up a storm and be like, you know, the crazy bombs that I want to drop, but I can't. So you guys got to understand, this is exactly the energy I'm talking about. I feel like Joe Budden got it on the money. Flip got it on the money with that last rhetoric. Ish got it on the money until that one point with the fight. I feel like maybe Ish understands it, but he's just trying to say that he don't want to beat up his mans. But Ish is right. You know what I'm saying? Ice is the only one I'm complete, and Parks is right too. Ice is the only one I'm completely like, bro, I understand what you're saying, but you're just wrong on this one. All right, you got the last one right in terms of breaking down the diss songs, like from Like That, First Person Shooter. You do a great job breaking down the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? And I would expect that. But this right here, you're absolutely wrong, because I know your brother would not let that slide.
That's my point.
Are you?
I think nobody got hit hard enough.
Turn up, nigga.
It's not a hard enough.
We wouldn't get this whole album of disses if Kendrick didn't hit hard enough.
That whole fuck the big three, it's just big me is not a hard punch like y'all trying to make it.
Whoa. Let's have that discourse, because I'm looking at that differently than you.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's have that discourse, because I'm looking at that differently than you.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's address the rumors. Drake and Cole wanted Kendrick on First Person Shooter is the rumor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Can we imagine?
Yes, I've heard that rumor.
All right. Fucking Cole got earthquakes happening. Fire drills
Amber
going
alerts.
on. Amber
So if
alerts.
it had some tonality, it would have been a 7.8 instead of a 4.8.
Yeah, if this nigga go buy a Keurig.
Yo, I hope, can someone let Joe Budden know that he funny as hell? Like, let him know that Alpha said that he funny as hell. Like, don't even get it twisted, bro. You got it. That's exactly facts. Like, I know in the middle of recording that, it was probably the earthquakes and stuff like that happening in the Jersey and stuff like that. 4.3 and the 4.5 or 4.2. Either way, back-to-back earthquakes, same day happened. So it's very interesting. But he's also saying that if he had the vocal tonality and the vocal projection, then it would have created that.
Wake up a little bit.
Yeah, this nigga's on double take the fucking Ford Loco, all the shit these kids got. I'm tired of this sleeping shit. I want to go home.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Listening to First Person Shooter without Kendrick, and them keep mentioning Kendrick, it sounds like he should have been there. I don't have any factual knowledge of this, but I'm just going off the rumor.
Yes.
Or if that rumor is true, and now y'all still put out First Person Shooter saying the things that y'all said, if I'm Kendrick, I feel away.
So Kendrick, for whatever reason, wasn't there. I do think that it probably takes Kendrick a lot longer to write a verse than Drake and Cole.
Right now, yeah, I will agree with
It
that.
seems that way.
Which is why I also believe that he probably has one or two disses ready to go that he wrote 9 months ago. But if Kendrick was supposed to be on that record and he wasn't, it's perceived differently.
That's true.
So now all of that, fuck the big three, nigga, it's just big me, is a lot more impactful than the average consumer would know. I used to say all the time, when I write disses, I'm writing so that the target know.
Yes.
If the consumer don't know,
okay,
Don't matter.
So, but look,
if the target, fine. If
as long as you know it.
and I think the dumb two know it.
So look, what you just said. So even the Spider-Man meme is just me looking at Drake. Hits a little different, knowing that we asked you to do the record, you didn't do it. Now I'm excluding you. I mentioned the big three. So now, again, I still stand that Cole shot first. If I'm Kendrick, you asked me to do the record for whatever reason, I didn't do it. Now I hear this. You mentioned three, but now it's just me and Drake. The Spider-Man meme. It's just us. Now I'm excluding you. I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm making the references to if everybody steppers, then I'm about to, all like.
Now
I'm talking to you.
Stay right there. If I'm looking from Kendrick's POV, I need a friend. If in that moment Drake and Cole are doing whatever they're doing, and I declined, I already know what that record's about to do. I know what both of their albums about to do, and I know I'm not dropping an album no time soon. I need a friend.
That is very true.
Young Thug gone. Fucking Kodak to Kendrick might not sound right.
No, they've done the whole
sounds
Big
good.
Steppers album. They sound good.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear Kodak when it's beef.
Yeah.
I'm talking about after First Person Shooter.
Okay.
I can't go get with Travis and the turn-uppity people.
You could. You could, but go ahead. Done it before, it didn't work.
Tags and Future. I think it's a great chess move.
I think it's all chess
amazing
because I know y'all got the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Like I know y'all got smoke.
So J. Cole set it off. I jab back. Going off your theory.
Correct.
We're friends. I jab back. But the jab is number one. Still.
Okay, so that.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Not only is the jab number one, I have a whole nother 13 pack. I have a whole nother project that I'm gonna fall back on. I'm gonna let Beyonce come. I'm gonna let whoever the fuck else is coming the next week, whatever is happening in the month, and then I'm coming back with 13 more songs. That I thought was enough reason to not hear a response from Drake or Cole. I thought that was enough logic to say, we have a reason to be quiet. Let the second album come out. Let me hear what they're doing and then give it to him. So I want to give J. Cole his credit for being bold enough to do it, but he should have just shut the fuck up.
Let me ask you.
What's your number one?
You think Kendrick will be on the second Future and Metro Boomin now?
I hope so.
I think that more may be revealed.
I agree. I think it's more coming. Even the fact that he rolled it out, we still don't trust you is.
We still don't trust you tells me more shit is coming.
More. This whole album was littered with them talking.
Shit, that song, like that fading out.
That's what I was thinking. Does it? Is there
It
more?
faded out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, nigga, I've done faded some shit out. You can fade it back up. You can fade it up.
True.
So yeah, I just feel like they did have, if they wanted to be quiet, and I said Cole was gonna go first. I said Cole was gonna go first just because that's the MC in him. But I feel like all of these niggas are too nice. They too Canadian. They too Southern hospitality.
So look,
it's too, what's Kendrick? 5'1", like these niggas are nice men. They're nice gentlemen. They are the days of a Kiss, of a Beans, of a fucking, who else? All of that shit.
Like,
Common, Cube.
Look though, to your number one point. If I'm Drake,
these niggas ain't even got no McGruff in them.
Look, if I'm Drake, I'm not really responding to that until I'm getting ready down the line anyway, because that's a number one because of me.
Talk to that.
That record is a number one because because Kendrick targeted me in here.
And I said that last week.
I think that's cap. But I'm gonna let y'all get it off. I'm not gonna argue it.
That is why. And that's what Cole was
Metro
saying.
said the same thing I was thinking. If there's no Drake diss, a record from that album is going number one.
It won't do what that one did.
I don't know that.
No, but there's some extra. There's some sauce. Hey, when you order Chick-fil-A, you get the Polynesian sauce.
Chick-fil-A, I get both.
I got the big Polynesian.
I got the bottle.
It's extra sauce.
Like, you're not beating Beyonce out with that record the following week.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
that's why I don't like your jab talk. It did too much for a jab.
Too
It
much
got rid of Carnival.
Yeah.
It got rid of Beyonce. It don't matter what he did. It did something. Nigga, I was outside this whole week. I ain't been out. I've been home sad. Nigga, I have been out. That record is on.
that record is everywhere.
That record is on.
It takes me back to early 2000s and 90s and shit. Like, I'm hearing that record.
Nigga, I'm
hearing that record.
I caught a bartender singing Kendrick lyrics.
I really like that.
What are we saying? I seen a bad bitch.
Yo, facts. That song literally got all the people, everybody outside. Like, it literally got everybody really rapping. Like, it brought rap back, and that's what I need. Rap was missing this energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was missing this type of screw you. I don't care about you. I'm trying to be better than you at like all times.